Hello everyone, I'm Paul and today we're solving problem 2044, count number of maximum bitwise OR subsets. This is medium and the key here is brute force. So next I will show you how to solve this efficiently. We are given an integer array nums and we need to return the number of different non-empty subsets with the maximum possible bitwise OR. So let's say we're given this array and here we have the definition for a subset. We can remove this and this, for example, and this is a subset. We can remove this and remaining elements form a subset, or we can keep this as it is and we also have a subset. So we can get a subset by deleting some or none of the elements in the array. Now, in case you know what bitwise OR is, let's say we are doing 5 bitwise OR 2, and 5 in binary is 101 and 2 in binary is 10, and given that we are comparing these two numbers, we can add a 0 here. And when we are doing bitwise OR, if we have at least a bit with 1, the resulting value for the position is 1. So in this first case, remember we go from right to left. In this first case, we have a 1 here, so the resulting value is 1. Here we have another 1 down here. This is a 0, but down here we have a 1, so the resulting value is 1. Here we have 1, 0, so the resulting value is also 1. So 5 bitwise OR 2 is this in binary, which is 7 in base 10. So let's say we have this input and we need to find the number of different non-empty subsets with the maximum possible bitwise OR. So first we can get the maximum possible bitwise OR among these elements. So we have 3, 2, 1 and 5, and this is the binary representation for each of these. So we are doing 3 or 2 or 1 or 5, and 3 or 2 is this is 1. Here we have two 1s, so the resulting value is 1. 1 and 0, the resulting value is 1. And now we are doing this, or 1, and 1 and 1 is 1, 1 and 0 is 1, 1 and 0 is also 1. The resulting value is this, and now we do this, or 5. And 1 and 1 is 1, 1 and 0 is 1, 1 and 1 is 1. So the resulting value for this entire array, the maximum bitwise OR that we can get in this array, is 7 in base 10. Remember, this is the base 2 representation for 7. So now we know that the bitwise OR for this entire array is 7, meaning this is our target. And now the question is, how can we find the number of different non-empty subsets with a bitwise OR equal to 7? And the answer is down here in the constraints. We know that nums.length is smaller or equal to 16. This means we can think in terms of 2 to the power of n, meaning we can use brute force. What this means is we can get every possible subset in this array and check which of these subsets has a bitwise OR equal to 7 in this case. So now I will show you how this works. Let's say we have an empty subset, and from here we have 4 choices in this case. We can take 3, 2, 1 or 5, and we can build a subset with each of these values. And the corresponding bitwise OR for each of these is the corresponding number. So for example, here it's 3, here is 2, here is 1, here is 5. And if we decide to take 3, for example, next we can take 2, 1 or 5, meaning we can have a subset with 3, 2, a subset with 3, 1, or a subset with 3, 5. And if we decide to take 2, for example, now we have these 2 elements. Next, we can take 1 or we can take 5. Here you can see each of these possibilities. And if we decide to take these 3 elements, for example. Next, we can choose to take 5. So we will check every possible subset in this tree, every possible decision, and every time we are getting the corresponding bitwise OR for every subset, and if this value is equal to our target, meaning the maximum bitwise OR for this array, we are adding 1 to the result. The result will be 0 initially. And we are iterating this like a pre-ordered traversal DFS. So let's say we are trying to visit every node here, and we start from here, from top left. And we are visiting every node we can touch from the left side. So we start from the root, and we continue, and now we can touch this node from the left side, so we visit 3. The bitwise OR up to this point is 3. Next we continue and we visit this node. The bitwise OR is 3 or the new value 2, and 3 or the new value is still 3. Now we continue and we can touch this from the left side, so we do 3 bitwise OR 1 and the result is still 3. Now we continue and we visit this node, and now we do 3 or 5. The result for this is 7, and given that we found our target, we can add 1 to the result, so now the result is 1. Now we continue and we can touch this node from the left side, so we do 3 bitwise OR 5, and we know this is 7, so we have our target again, meaning we can add another value to the result. This is now 2. Next we continue, we go here and we can touch this from the left, so we do 3 or 1. The result for this is 3. This is not the target, so we continue. Now we can touch this from the left side, so we do 3 or 5. The result for this is 7. 7 is our target, so we add 1 to the result. This is now 3. Now we continue and we can touch this from the left side, so we do 3 or 5, and the result for this is also 7, so we add another 1 to the result. This is 4. Next we continue, we are surrounding this tree and we can touch this from the left side. Bitwise OR for this subset is 2, and this is not the target, so we continue, and now we can touch this from the left side. 2 or 1 is still 2, so we continue, and now we can touch this from the left side. And 2 or 5, this is 7. 7 is the target, so now the result is 5. Next we continue and we can touch this from the left side, so we do 2 or 5, and the result for this is 7. 7 is the target, so now the result is 6. Next we continue, remember we are surrounding this tree, and we can touch this from the left side, and the bitwise OR value at this point is 1. This is not the target, so we continue. The bitwise OR at this point is 1 or 5, meaning 5, and this is not the target, so we continue. Now finally we are here, we can touch this node from the left, and bitwise OR 5 is not our target. Now we continue and we reach the end of this tree. So now we can return the result, which is 6. So for example, this subset is in the result, this is also in the result, this and this are also in the result, and this are also in the result. Here you can see the 6 valid subsets, that's why we return 6. So this is it for the approach. Time complexity here will be big O of 2 to the power of n, because we have 2 choices for each element in the array. We can either take the element or not take the element. So we have 2 choices here, 2 here, 2 here, and 2 here. And this means we are trying 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 choices. So this is overall big O 2 to the power of n time. because remember we're trying every possible choice in this tree. And space complexity will be big O of n because we are only carrying with us each bitwise OR. So now let's go with the code and hopefully you will get the idea. First we want to get the maximum bitwise OR in the entire array. So we will call this mx for maximum. This is 0 initially. And now we can say for every value in nums, mx bitwise OR equal x. Now the result will be 0 initially. And we will call this self.res because we want to be able to use this variable from our function. So this is initially 0, and we will call our function bt for backtracking, and this has two arguments, start and current. And our base case is if current equals our target, meaning maximum, we add 1 to the result. So self.res plus equal 1. Now, for every index in range from start to length nums, here we have two ways to do this. One is you can store current in a variable, so we'll call this previous, and this is current, and now we can say current bitwise OR equal nums I, and now we can call backtracking with I plus 1 and current, and then we can restore current, so current equals previous. And this is as if we remember when we are backtracking with an array, for example, first we append the value to the array and then we pop the value from the array. So this will be the same. And this works, but there's a shorter way to do this. You can call bt with I plus 1 and current bitwise OR nums I. So this and this is exactly the same. And now we can call bt with index 0 and with an initial value for bitwise OR of 0. And we are not carrying with us every array for every subset. We are only carrying with us the corresponding bitwise OR. And finally, we return self.res. So this is it for the code. Now let's submit this and see if it works. Here I'm missing an equal, so let's fix this and try again. As you can see, this works and it's efficient. So if you found this useful, please drop a like, subscribe, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.